Schooling from home is quite new to most of us and it can be challenging. But I am here to help you not to lose your mind this semester while doing just that. Hi friends, it's your girl Noella back again with another interesting video, and may I say very important for these times that we're in. If you're new here, welcome. On this channel I inspire students to thrive in college and also grow in the love of Christ. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, join the family, and check us out at Noella's Nuggets on all of our social media platforms. Now let me help you not to lose your mind this semester while schooling from home. Here are 6 tips you need to know. Tip number 1, carve out a dedicated workspace. I had an inclination that we were going to move to online learning this fall semester, so I went ahead and purchased myself a small desk and the chair. Prior to that, my workspace, my dedicated workspace, was my bed. To be honest, I did everything on my bed, from Zoom meetings to class times to study time, and guess what? My back just kept hurting and hurting and hurting. And so since I got my chair and my table, I can just focus. My bed is no longer untidy and messy with tons of books. It's amazing. My dedicated workspace is also by a window, so imagine the ray of sunshine that just comes through that window in the mornings, and also the breeze that comes through it at night. Now, some of you might not have that space in your room to work with, and I totally understand. I share a room with my brother, and if you haven't watched that video, I would link it up here so you could check it out. We had to move some things around in order for my desk and chair to fit. You can also make use of your kitchen, your dining, your sitting room, but you need to set boundaries, which leads me to number 2 tip. The number 2 tip is to set boundaries with roommates, family, friends, whatsoever is sharing your space with you. For those of you making use of your kitchen, your dining table, or your sitting room as a dedicated workspace, you need to set boundaries, because those are places that people that share your house or live in your house mostly frequent mostly. I don't know which goes in front of the other. A way for you to set boundaries is to get a cardboard box. You can use it from like an Amazon purchase that you recently got. Get that box and carve out a dedicated workspace for yourself. That is how you set boundaries, because now it's just going to be you, your computer, in that box. It's like a cubicle in the office. You have your own cubicle, so you can also set those boundaries while you school from home. Those of us who have a dedicated workspace in our rooms, it is also important to set boundaries, because, for example, I do not have a lock on my door, so anyone can just come in during my class time and interrupt my class time. So another way to set boundaries is to put your schedule at the front of the door. That way, anyone in the house before entering into your room would look at that schedule, and it will be a constant reminder of your class time. So when you're busy, when you're in class, and you can also put a busy sign. Do not enter, I'm in class, live class, Zoom meeting. All those are constant reminders for the people living in your household, so they do not barge into your room and disrupt your class time. In our annual back to school challenge and giveaway, I will be sharing on how to make a schedule that works for you, including breaks. So stay tuned for that. That is coming up very soon. But breaks are very important. It is important that you get up from your chair, because you've been sitting for so long, especially those 3-hour classes. It is important that you get up, you stretch your legs, allow your blood to just flow, grab a snack, grab a drink, and just move about. Like, it's also good for your brain, because you kind of take a step back and then you can come back after your 5 to 10 minutes break and refocus. Which leads me to tip number 4. Go outside, get outside. Yo, I don't know if anyone is feeling anxious, but as a commuter student, my commuting time has been eliminated. And my commuting time was usually 1.5 hours to 2 hours, depending on traffic or the weather. But now there's no longer running to catch the bus, jumping on the train, trying to squeeze yourself, sweating, and all that activity is gonna be eliminated. So it is important. In fact, I want you to make it a priority to go outside every day, especially in the morning. Get that morning sun, that morning vitamin D. And also you can squeeze in a little evening walk at the end of your busy day. If you've been enjoying this video so far and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Like, seriously, I am here to help you, help you go through this schooling from home time with ease. So go ahead, subscribe, join the family. Thank you very much. Anyways, let's move on to tip number 5, which is to stop working when school is over. I know I am going to get criticism for this down in the comments or wherever, but seriously, I want you to think of your school like your work. We have 8-hour shifts at work. That is like the most common hours that a person can work. So now you go to work, you have an 8-hour schedule. I want you to think of that also as your school schedule. So people go to school full time, and that is pretty much their full-time work. So we have 24 hours in a day, and I want you to divide that 24 hours into 3 8-hour block period. So if it is a work day, you're working 8 hours. You have an 8-hour schedule. If it is a school day, you have an 8 hours of productivity, which includes attending classes, doing your homework, study time, meeting with professors, group project, and so on and so on. The other 8 hours is when you get to maybe exercise, meal prep, call a family member, catch up on your favorite TV show, do whatever. It's your me time. And don't forget, you have to give a tithe of 2 hours and 40 minutes to God, because tithe of 24 hours is 2 hours and 40 minutes. Personally, I do not spend 2 hours and 40 minutes with God. I try to spend 2 hours, an hour in the morning, an hour at night before I go to bed, but that's beside the point. The last 8-hour block is for your sleep schedule, which brings me to tip number 6. Have a fixed sleep schedule. Yo, I cannot hammer this enough. It is important that you sleep, you get your rest. I am really excited because as a commuter, especially last semester, I had 8 a.m. classes. So I would have to wake up at 5 and leave my house at 6. And I didn't get a full 8-hour sleep. Like, I know as college students, you guys are thinking like, which college students? Show me one person that gets 8 hours sleep. Me, this girl right here, I get 8 hours sleep when I'm not in a hurry to rush to school for an 8 a.m. class. So I'm really excited that my commute has been eliminated. So now I can actually get my full 8 hours sleep. Also, this is not, I repeat, this is not the year for all nighters. Y'all, get your thing together, get your act together, get your together. All those studying and cramming, you're just feeding in your short-term memory, and by the time you go into the exam room, you're really not gonna spit everything out. And even if you do, you do not understand what you're putting down, because it's just gonna leave your memory after you put it down on paper. So like, it's not worth it. So spend time to study, carve out a sleep schedule, a work time. Just schedule. You have to do a lot of scheduling this semester in order for you to thrive in college. And I'm so excited that day 1 of our back to school event, you'll be having yours truly, me, teaching you. In fact, going step by step. I will be creating my own schedule for the fall semester, so you guys can actually watch me do my fall schedule while you do yours. Bonus point. Do not snooze your alarm. Y'all, I know it can be tiring, and sometimes we have to drag ourselves off our bed in the morning, but seriously, did you know that snoozing your alarm kills your productivity for up to 4 hours? Y'all, I learned that in my AT&T externship, summer externship. So thank you very much for those who watched that video and actually signed up for that AT&T externship. Like, I learned a lot, and I'm also going to be sharing those tips because I'm a very generous person. For those of you who didn't register for that externship, I'm judging you. Anyways, the reason why you shouldn't snooze your alarm is because a sleep cycle is approximately 90 minutes, and we have approximately 5 sleep cycles. So whenever you hit that snooze alarm, you're technically telling your brain to go back to bed and start another sleep cycle, and so it kills your productivity. And y'all, you know I'm saying the truth. I know when I snooze my alarm and I try to get in that 10 minutes or 30 minutes, it's not better. It doesn't make me feel better. It even makes me feel even more tired. But as soon as my alarm rings and I get up, like, I am on it. I am highly productive in the morning, and that's why it's also important to do your most important work in the morning when you wake up, because that's when you are at your best. That's when like you are like highly productive. Also, it is very important that you figure out your sleep pattern. Like, are you more productive at night? Like, some days I'm productive at night, but because the school semester is starting, I want to keep like a strict sleep schedule. So not, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, because yo, we're all in this boat together. Do not forget to check us out at Noella's Nuggets on all of our social media, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.